Another important thing I think is try not to re-grip. You have a tendency to re-grip, especially when you get a long iron in your hand, because you feel like that you have to give it a little extra effort. So just try to keep a constant grip throughout the golf swing. I think you'll get better results.
Okay, well, we've got a long iron here. I think probably is the most difficult club in the bag to hit, simply because you got the least amount of loft and the longest shaft. And the ball is played a couple 3 inches in back of the left heel, and the idea with a long iron is to try to catch the ball just at the bottom of the swing.
What I'm going to do here, I have a 2-iron in my hand. I'm approximately about 190, 195 yards from the green. And as you can see, I have one tree here that's very low, and the other one is low. And then I have a limb, another tree there with a limb hanging to the right, which I have to keep this ball very low. And this is one of my favorite shots. I love to play this shot. As I stated earlier in some shots that I made today, that you distribute your weight according to the way you want the ball to move. Now, what I do, I'm going to distribute my weight. I'm going to put 70% of my weight on my left side. This keeps the ball down. And 30% on my right. I got to keep this ball low. I'm going to take this 2-iron, I'm going to hit down into the ball and keep accelerating through, keeping the club as low as I can, as long as I can, and the ball should start rising just like an airplane. It's taking off the airstrip. So this is the 2-iron, and I'm going to attempt to make this shot. That's the only way, Jose.
Shouldn't have to think about moving their weight here and moving their weight there, because the time involved in a golf swing is too little to be thinking about transferring your weight. It's what you do with your hands that makes your weight transfer from one side to the other.
We play a lot of pro-ams during the year, and I've found that most amateurs really don't know how far to hit their iron shots. They try and press too hard, and the result is a muffed shot or a shot that's inaccurate. I think a very good tip for somebody wanting to improve their game is to know exactly how far you hit each club. For example, this 5-iron I know I hit 175 yards. If I'm wanting to go 185, I take my 4-iron. So go to your practice tee, go to the range, measure out 175 yards and see how far you can hit the ball. And that way you can work out which club to use on the course, and I'm sure that will help improve your game.
Well, I have a 4-iron here, and my tip is for your long irons, most people will try to hit a long iron much harder than the rest of their clubs in their bag. You should try to use the clubs with the same speed, more or less. I know one of the great professionals has always said he felt he swung the 9-iron about the same speed or time as he did the long iron.